Oh, hello. Shall we service this Hoover Turbopower U1060? Well, it certainly needs it. As we saw in the introductory video to this machine, it is not sounding its best by any means. It sounds terrible anyway. The current state it's in makes it sound even worse, so we need to sort it out. Now, one thing you can say about these machines is that they are extraordinarily easy to work on. Let's get rid of that dirty bag. So what we'll do is we'll just go through it step by step, and I'll show you how you do it. So first thing you do is remove the bag throat. There's the bag throat, there. So that's got to come out. Screws off. Bag throat out. Make a pile. And you can close up the door, bag door. Remove the hose. Put the handle down. And flip the machine over. Now, we've got 4 screws to remove on the base plate. So let's whip those off quick. Five screws. Base plate comes off. Add to pile. Brush roll out. Add to pile. Old belt off. In the bin. Now we need to remove the hood. 2 screws again. Can't quite reach that one with the drill. Do it manually. Two screws out. And again, flip the machine over. With the machine back over, we can now gingerly remove the hood. The height control knob will come off. And that's the hood out of the way. Oh, that's very dusty in there. Look at that. Yeah, poor thing. No wonder it sounds so terrible. It's a nice red. I'll give that to it. Hood on the pile. Now, pull off these 2 wires here. Like so. 2 more screws. Motor clamp removed. Put your hand in the bag compartment, push the bellows out, and remove the motor. And that's it. How easy is that? Motor removed from machine. So now we can start to service this bad boy. To get to the fan, you can, if you so wish, remove the fan casing. I'm not going to do that in this video because I don't think I need to, because we can basically see the fan. Oh yeah, look, you see it's got loads of crap caught around the vanes. So that is not going to make the machine run very smoothly. So that needs to be cleaned up, which we can do. Apart from that, I think it's all right. You can see down here, if you look, you can see the trailing edges of the vanes. And they're all pretty good, actually. I've seen a lot worse than that in my time. So the trailing edges are absolutely fine. So let's whip the motor apart. So pull off these wires, get the chokes out of the way. 4 screws, undo those. Just clean the filth off the pulley. Make sure that these screws are undone, because sometimes you think they are, but actually they aren't. They are definitely undone. Take your hammer, rubber mallet. Oh, didn't even need to do that. There we go. So then we get the end frame of the motor out. Let's add those screws to our pile. Screws to the pile, motor end frame out the way. Now we're left with the cooling fan. If you remember, this is where I said that we have the problem with this particular machine, and having a look at the airflow fan, the main suction fan, I can definitely say that what's causing the problem, let's get rid of that, is the build-up of filth around the vanes here. Look, you see these little lumps of dust. They all need to come off. So what we need to do now is clean the cooling fan. An almighty amount of dust and filth and crap always falls out of these units whenever you service them. Now, it is slightly easier to oil the top bearing if you take the fan off. However, you don't really need to do it because you can see the bearing, and we just need to drip some oil in the right place. Let's give it some more oil. It's a bit smoother. Now let's oil the top bearing, sorry, the bottom bearing. And now, take some more hair off that shaft. Nobody wants a hairy shaft. There we go. And we can reassemble the motor that way. Top tip, if you're ever struggling to work out which way round these go, this bit here, which holds, well, which held the dirt finder lamp on the earlier machines, always goes directly opposite to the exit of the fan case. So that's how you quickly know that that's where it goes. Let's run this up. Obviously, let's run it up after reconnecting the wires, because, you know, that would be really sensible if we did that. Right, be careful. I mean, don't do this at home. That's what I mean. I've done this a few times. So let's have a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, a bit grumbly on that bearing, but I'm not going to change it. It's not worth it. This machine is not going to be used. It's just going to go into the collection. I'll tell you what, whilst we're here, we'll just remove this nonsense from the main fan, as that is not going to help our cause in any way, shape or form. That's better. So we've got a much cleaner suction fan now. Hopefully that will reduce the noise. Yeah, that bearing is not, it's not great. Reassembly is the exact opposite to disassembly. But first, a quick clean. Once we're all nice and clean, we can reassemble the machine. So motor mount in here. Top tip for you, if you're ever putting a Turbopower motor back in, a little bit of oil around that one, and it slides in so much easier. Perfect. Amp on. Wires reconnected, bellows back in place. Hood back on. Knob on. And turn the machine over. With the machine over, we can put the hood screws in. We want the brush roll. Let's clean off some of the muck on this. Belt. Brush roll back in place, belt on. Now, base plate. And flip machine over. We're almost done. Bag throat, give it a clean, because it will inevitably be covered in dust. Back in the bag compartment, sit into the bellows, swivel around, line up the screws, get screws from container, get drill, bag throat on, reattach suction hose, grab a bag, genuine H2 bag, of course. And put bag in cleaner. And that, as they say, is that. How easy is that? They are so easy to work on. Really, you can just strip them apart in absolutely no time at all. They're really easy to work on. But I suppose the proof is in the pudding. So, is it actually any quieter than it was? Probably not. But let's find out. Where's the switch? Yeah, probably not much quieter than it was when I started, but there's slightly less vibration there. You can definitely feel less vibration. I mean, the thing is, it would have been like that when it was new. So yeah, there's only so far you can take it. Unless I was to get an original Turbopower motor, I think there's one over there actually, that's 400 or 410 watts. That really is the only way you can quieten them down. One of my commenters did say that you could put some sound insulation in there, and yeah, up to a point you probably could, but you're kind of fighting physics, really. The machine is just, it is what it is. There's no way you can really reduce that roar. You could pack this with sound deadening stuff. You could fill it to the brim with bloody fiberglass or whatever, but it wouldn't really make much difference because it is what it is, you know. That's, I've said that multiple times. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just a cheapy, poor quality upright vacuum cleaner from the late 90s, but definitely one worth saving. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A little Turbopower-Take-Apart. Do you know what? I actually enjoy working on these because they're so easy. You think back to some of the machines that I worked on this channel and how utterly horrendous and horrific they are. This is just a dream. This is for somebody working on it, it's a dream come true. So I should thank it for that. I'm going to clean this up now, and you'll probably see it again in a future video. So thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little, yeah. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, because it really helps me out and I appreciate it massively. But I'll see you guys in a future video. Take care.